Hey, aiders.
Welcome.
Don't be an aider.
Nice, I like it.
I have a little bit of a cold. She gave it to me last week. She still has her cold.
We're getting over it.
We're exchanging colds.
It's a great time to be in this office.
So we apologize, but we are committed to the weekly execution of this.
Mm-hmm.
So we're both here to deliver you the news you want to know about franchising. All right, and of course we're going to play a game.
Naturally.
You're going to need the power rankings up. For those of you who are on our site, if you look up, it says Join 1851, Power Rankings, Brands, click the Power Rankings, and you can see the brands that are trending on our site. So, excuse me. Here's how you play.
Okay.
It's going to be first 1 to 3 points. But 3 points, if you get it wrong, I get a point.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
You can pick any of the brands
Okay.
on the Power Rankings, but you can't say the name. So I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
Amazing execution.
Amazing execution.
Yeah.
And then I have to guess what it is?
Yeah. This is a practice one.
Is this based on like their brand in general or their power
Their name.
ranking? Their name.
Yeah.
Amazing execution. Can I like look through the list or do I have to just like guess?
That'd
I'm wrong.
be Miracle Method.
Oh,
Amazing
okay.
execution.
Okay.
Okay, so you can go first. First 1 to 3 points.
Oh my goodness. So I essentially have to come up with their brand name that isn't their brand name.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm already really not great at this game.
Well, this is great.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of what would be a good way to like phrase.
You want me to go?
Yeah, because I like don't know how to phrase this.
Window Mentor.
Glass cooler.
See?
That was what I was trying to think of a name for, so we were on the same page. Window mentor. Okay.
Connected Circle.
Connected circle. I feel like I should know this. I'm so bad at this. What is it?
Wireless Zone.
Okay.
Ugly in Clothes.
Ugly in clothes. Pretty in pain? That was, we both were like pretty in pain.
Come on, that's good.
That is good.
B. Jose.
What?
Why are you whispering? You're good at this game.
I'm horrible. Emily should have
I'll let
for
you go.
sure subbed in for me today.
Worst in Class.
Best in class. Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna even attempt.
Tame Wings Limited.
Wild Birds Unlimited.
All right, I have a good one. All right, here we go. Obviously, the game of three stopped
Just because
Cassie has no creativity.
I haven't had my tea yet.
New York Chicken and Weddings.
New York Chicken and Weddings. I don't know, what is it?
Buffalo Wings or Rings?
Oh, okay.
Stuart Scott, This, That, and That.
What?
Stuart Scott, This, That, and That.
This, that, and that. I'm trying to think of what, I don't know.
Do you know who Stuart Scott is?
No.
Sports dude. He said.
Sport. I was going to say, I'm assuming sports.
His phrase was booyah.
Booyah Burgers, Fries, and Shakes. Got it. Fail.
Dogs, hotels,
Yeah,
and
canine.
babysitting.
Canine. The New York accent would have,
Baseball scissors.
I'm sorry, what?
Baseball scissors.
I have no idea.
Sport clips.
Oh, I really am really bad at this. Sorry, guys. I feel like I either have really great weeks or weeks where I just bomb.
Unbuttered bread.
Famous Toastery.
Come on, that's funny.
That is funny. Oh my God.
Pencil Depot.
Penn Station.
Come on, I'm pretty good at this.
You are. You're really good at it. It's too early in the morning for me to be creative. I'm not even gonna try.
Dark tunnel school.
Lightbridge Academy.
All right, I'll do one more.
Okay.
Crooked mustaches and looks.
Crooked mustaches and looks. Idolize brows and beauty.
This is the hate. All right, so I was hoping for more creativity out of you.
Sorry, I failed.
I mean, I felt like I could keep going all day long.
You were killing it. You're way more of a morning person than me, though. It's my mistake for arranging the shoot so early in the morning.
I wish I could do more of these. You want me to rename your brand? Contact me at nick@1851franchise.com. Let's kick off this 8. That was a long opening. I apologize, but I thought that was funny.
It was fun. Sorry that
You'll see my score.
I bombed.
My score is going to be like, ding.
Yeah, and I just have 0 points.
All right, fantastic.
Fantastic. So brands across the board, both in franchising and outside of the industry, are tapping into the power of country music. So there are more adults. Since 2015, it's jumped by 13%, the number of adults that are listening to country music, which I think is about 115 million people. So brands, KFC is one that tapped into Reba McEntire. It's kind of introducing them to a new audience through spokespeople, influencers, and I think it's something that shouldn't be overlooked as a fan of country music.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
All right, good. Friend Liberty.
Friend Liberty this week. So we kicked off a new issue on 1851 about emerging franchises. And one of the brands that we featured is Pokeworks. And we talked to one of the co-founders, Peter Yang. And he explained kind of how the brand has become the fastest growing poke concept.
You keep talking.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Okay. Hi guys. How the brand has become the fastest growing poke restaurant both in the US and internationally. So it's just talking about the sustainability and how healthy eating is going to continue. I feel like I'm just going to continue rolling here. So Fresh Money, if you are looking to break into the franchising industry but you're not sure where to start, there's a great new feature that is up on our site that breaks down not 5 brands that are emerging, but instead 5 segments that you may want to look into that are going to be up and coming. So pet care is one that's really on the rise that we're seeing, as well as obviously like the detox trend, health and wellness. We are talking about emerging segments in the industry that are going to be.
Look, I warned you. I'm battling this cold.
I know.
I had to sneeze and.
I'm sorry that my voice is going to go out now too. Right. We're really killing it today.
Great.
Perfect timing. We're on the Fran of the Week.
Right. I like the Fran of the Week.
I do too. Fast. I know. I'm cruising.
What did I write about this week?
So this week, you're talking about common misconception in the franchise PR industry is that it's not lead generation, it's lead awareness. So you break down ways that brands can leverage not just their franchise PR, but all of the communication efforts that they have going to make the most of that lead awareness.
I mean, I agree with what I wrote. Mm-hmm. I usually do.
Shocking.
There's a lot of PR firms that sell franchise lead generation out of the PR. Now it can work. There are situations where, say there's a profile in Entrepreneur Magazine that there's going to create a significant amount of leads as long as the headline's good. But for the most part, the press you get is creating awareness that your opportunity exists. This is where the value of the website skyrockets because there's going to be that trigger that goes over there. So part of what I'm saying is there are a million suppliers that sell that they can give you the solution of how to get leads. They're all lying to you. It's going to be a little bit of everything, and this is one of the pieces. So read the column.
All right, franching forward now. So Chipotle is actually no longer going to be franching forward with their burger concept, Tasty Made, less than 2 years after they opened up the location in Ohio. They scrapped the idea for their non-burrito concept, and this isn't the first time that they've closed something outside of their traditional wheelhouse. They had a Southeast Asian chain that they shut down as well, so now it's just Chipotle, and then they have a pizzeria brand as well that's operating, but it's a brand that's been struggling.
So I'm torn on this. I think what I keep doing this with my hands. I think Chipotle did a good job at saying, here's what the customer wants. They want to be in control. You can give them guardrails and then let them decide what goes into the product. This carryover is really well to Asian. which is why they went down there. Burgers, pizza. And now you look at those categories that really they were the pioneer. When you think of like the fast casual pizza places, it was the Chipotle model of pizza. So that they're backing out of it. What does that mean for the categories? I don't know. I mean, the categories are crowded. There's not much point of differentiation. There's not a true defined player. But what is good here is you have a new CEO that came into Chipotle, and maybe it's saying, look, we knew what got us to the promised land as a brand, as a legacy brand, or as a Cinderella. Let's put our focus on perfecting that, because that way to shareholders, they're saying we're going to focus on the thing that's most important to our business, and that's our core. And sometimes franchisors get distracted when they diversify their portfolio too much. So it's an interesting move.
Agreed. All right, Fran Funny. This is back to my dad jokes. I used to be afraid of hurdles, but then I got over it.
How?
Come on. Just appreciate my dad joke for what it is. You jumped over the hurdle. You got over it.
What?
I'm moving on. For inspiration, this comes from the president of Realty One Group, Vinny Tracy, about why the brand is agent-centric. Technology by itself is not the big disruptor that people often think it is, but being non-customer-centric is. It's just...
I like that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Do we have a...
different point of view.
Frenemy?
We have a frenemy this week.
Great. Who is it?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of a lot of players going into this frenemy. So the franchising industry may have found a new frenemy on Capitol Hill with this non-poaching bill that is going to be potentially seen.
It's interesting, right?
It is really interesting. So right now, up to 56% of large franchise brands have these non-poaching agreements in there, so that franchisees can't be taking talent from other locations within the unit. And the IFA is defending this practice, but both the Justice Department and Democratic senators are introducing this and checking the legality of it. So,
Dad, shout out to you. He typically sends me things that he finds interesting,
yay.
and we have some sort of conversation. He suggested that the way this would work is that the franchisee that trained the employee ultimately gets some sort of credit back. In exchange for that employee, and it's a fair idea, because obviously what happens is, let's say there's two 1851s, and let's say there's an 1851 office right next door to your house.
Right.
And there's this one that you have not bad commute, but you have a commute here. So in this scenario that my dad was saying is we would get a credit for training you on 1851, but we shouldn't be able to tell you that you're only allowed to work at this one. Because the example, Chicago Tribune wrote about it, and they said, it's like the Jiffy Lube opens up closer to me. I've been commuting 30 minutes to get to my Jiffy Lube job, and another Jiffy Lube opens. I want to find happiness by working at, I still love Jiffy Lube as a brand, but I want to work closer to my home. So I apply, and my application goes unresponded to, even though I have all the qualifications. I know the brand, I understand your methods, I understand the whole process, but I'm rejected because of the poaching. So maybe there's a middle ground here. At the end of the day, if you're making employees happy, and as a brand you have some guardrails around it, it could be a good solution for everybody. But this comes down or back to joint employer and who's in charge of the employee.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of crossover in the way that we look at employees as it relates to it. Ignore anytime there's something behind us.
Never a dull
just
moment.
Ignore it. Just don't even look at it.
I think it makes us
Mailman,
That
Sharon,
was my favorite.
Sean, Scott Thompson's comb over.
Shut up.
He's probably watching right now.
Thanks, Scott.
Anyway, I really like that story. Be on the lookout for more details on that. But thanks for watching tonight. We apologize for our cold. Hopefully that didn't transfer over to you guys. And hopefully spring comes soon. For those in the Northeast that are getting hammered this week, and for us in Chicago, that we can see blue skies, but it's still chilly out there. This is Nate.
Bye.